Welcome to the Bourbon Van. I'm Phil.
I'm Julie. All rise for whiskey.
The Bourbon Van rides again.
Oh, no.
Lots of requests for this video right here.
Great.
And I thought to myself, why not? Let's do it. The people want it. I want it. The reason we picked these four ryes is because the proof points are very similar. We're going to find out which one of these will rise to the occasion today. We are starting off with Wild Turkey 101 Rye, 101 proof. We get a liter for $30, and it's a Bourbon Van favorite. It is a Whiskey World favorite. Next up, another solid bottle when you're talking value. It's Old Forester Rye, 100 proof. We got this bottle for $23 and we love it. Next up is a bottle that's a little more elevated price-wise, $48 for a new Riff Bottled in Bond Rye. Bottled in the fall of 2019, 100 proof of course, as it's bottled in Bond. Our last contender, it is our most expensive bottle, Kentucky Owl, the Wiseman. It is a $50 bottle locally, 100.8 proof. I am so ready for this. We haven't done a 4-bottle rye flight in a long time.
You know how much I love ryes.
I do.
I saw the challenge today. Thought, gotta get my drinking cap on.
Look at you.
Old Forester too. Not that I'm partial.
You're not playing favorites.
I'm not playing favorites in this one.
Julie poured these. I mixed them around. It is a blind tasting. We will nose the glasses, taste them from one side to the other, then come back the other way, A/B test, and then we'll tell you which ones we liked best. Are you in the right frame of mind for this?
Let's do it. Ooh, nice cherry note. Good oak. Sugary.
Quite palatable. I agree with all your notes. Little oak, for sure.
Ooh.
Glass 2 is candy-tastic.
Oh. But like strawberries and cherries.
Very fruity.
It is like a candy shop.
Boy, there's some vanilla on that, too.
That was... my mouth watered.
Yeah. I'm thirsty all of a sudden. Glass 3.
Oh. A little
Hey, that
subtle.
smells great.
Yeah, a little more subtle. I have a little bit of bubble gum on this one, pink bubble gum.
I'm thinking caramel, some mint, rich smelling.
Yeah,
Almost a musty oak.
Yeah, there's a dark caramel kind of buried.
Yeah, that one's a little bourbon-like.
Yeah.
It's probably the new Riff, because we always think it's a bourbon when it's a rye.
This one smells like a rye.
No mistaking this one.
1, 2, and 3 didn't really smell super rye-tastic, but...
Yeah, this one's got that lemon zest. Ooh.
This one is
plenty
zesty
of rye
and
spice.
citrusy and spicy.
Very appealing, that nose. I like that a lot.
I kind of don't want to stop smelling it. I actually was going to put it down, and then I smelled it again because I was like, ooh, black pepper. Like, just different things.
I saw it. It came right back up there.
Yeah.
Let's get to this tasting.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Glass 1. I like ryes. Oh my gosh. It was so fruity, and then all of a sudden, it almost turned danky with how spicy it was on the finish.
It's almost like somebody hopped that one.
Yeah. It was like a huge shift. Like, it was like kind of fruit forward, and then you just like turned the dial, and it was like all rye spice.
Boy, that's real tasty. That's a ton of spice. There's all kinds of spice there.
There is like a dirty earthiness to it. This one tastes like a rye.
It lingers too.
Yeah, and
it's not going anywhere.
Yeah, it's got a really nice finish. Black licorice. You know, I think we got a little cinnamon in there.
There's definitely, yeah.
But
the spices are for real here.
I find that one interesting.
Interesting's a good way to put it. Do you know who my favorite Chicago Cub was growing up?
Is it gonna be Rhino Sandberg?
It's Ryan Sandberg.
Sorry.
Glass 2.
I was going for his real name, and then I went with the nickname, and then it just didn't work out.
You spoiled my joke.
It's about time.
It was my favorite, though.
Fruity and lively. This one doesn't taste like a rye.
It tastes like cherry candy.
Cherry candy's all over the place.
These, by the way, we should note, have very different mash bills all down the line here. So they're all ryes, but they're all quite different. This
was the one that we said the nose tasted like or smelled like a candy shop.
Yeah.
And the palate also is a candy shop.
Yeah. It's a deeper, darker cherry, though. There's some nice dark cherry flavor there. That's the premier flavor here. There's some vanilla, there's some oak, certainly. The citrus notes aren't here. Yeah. There's none of that sort of intense spice. This is extremely sweet whiskey.
Yeah, and I said, it tasted like a candy shop, and I kind of said that lightly, but this drink is supposed to taste like this. Like, there's no cough syrupiness or, like, it doesn't taste like artificial.
That second sip, by the way, was so much vanilla. That's a dangerous one, because if we were just sitting around a campfire somewhere in the wilderness and I had a bottle of that around, I'd probably be taking a nap pretty soon after.
This is a little bit of a full one where you could go either way, rye or bourbon. But if you dig deep enough, you can taste those rye flavors that pop into the finish. Yeah, there's a nice spice there. I agree with you. This feels like a glass that you're just like not sitting and savoring. You're just like having a great time, and all of a sudden you're on glass 3.
Yeah, you'll forget that you're drinking whiskey with this one. It's a little bit like a cocktail on its own.
It is like a cocktail. Yes.
Let's get right to glass 3. Oh, that one's got an intensity to it. There's a lot of spice here.
I tasted it, and the word, like word association comes to your mind. Like, what's the first thing you think of?
Go.
And I thought stinky. But I don't know why. I was just like, had a stinky taste to
Brand new set, same old bourbon van.
I hope so.
Some things never change.
You had some real thoughts on it. What did you think?
After glass 2, and after glass 1 had the earthiness, glass 2 had the sweetness. I think glass 3 has the brightness of, there's some citrus, there's some brighter spices happening there. The oak that is showing up it doesn't taste overly charred, overly toasted to me. I like it, but it's not lingering forever. It's not hanging around too much compared to the others.
This one, I only wrote down 2 flavor notes, and I put oaky. I feel like it's super oaky, and it's sticky, almost like there's some honey in there as well. It does taste like a rye.
There's a sweetness there that I would call honey.
Yeah. Dry spice, like baking spices, a little bit of the liquor, not liquor, a little bit of the licorice.
The rye spice on the finish is nice, but it's the sweetness that you get with it is offset by some bitterness there.
Yeah.
This one's a little strange.
I feel like this one feels more serious. The last glass was fun and it's a party.
Glass 2 is a party, Everybody's at the wedding.
Yeah.
They're running out the door and you're throwing the rice.
Yeah. Yes, nice. This one's dry as well.
Super dry. I'm going for my water as you said it.
I will say that I have no idea what that one is.
Yeah, that one's a mystery to me. There's one here that I think I can identify.
Yeah. Just because when I was pouring them, I was like, we'll know this one. If we only get one, it'll be this one.
Let's see if glass 4 takes us for a ride.
Man. This one screams rye.
Yeah, it does.
Ooh.
Oh, man, if I wasn't in the mood to drink whiskey already, I would be now.
Wow, I like that one. It's got all the flavors. It's got a bright fruit note. It's got the cinnamon, the anise, the clove. It's all in there, and it's not a super. Well, I only took 1 sip, but not a super long finish on this one. But that flavor packs a punch.
Yeah, she's a zesty lemon there.
I like that.
That is nice. I'm enjoying that very much. Even on the finish, it turns more to almost like a sweetened lemon juice. Lemon drop candy. There's something really, really satisfying about that one.
You gotta like Ryes to like this one. I mean, you don't have to, but
it doesn't hurt.
It doesn't hurt. Wow.
Oh, there's vanilla here too. Wow, this is really interesting. Oh, wow.
That's the most powerful rye. Like, unabashedly rye.
There's a little hint of a peanut on the back end of this. That's I didn't expect that on any of these. Like a brittle almost, or maybe not a peanut, more like a hazelnut or something. But I didn't expect any nuttiness here, and there's a little bit there.
Well, we're going to go back the other way, and I feel like ryes more than bourbons I have to sit on for a few minutes, only because it's a powerful flavor, the rye spice, and so sometimes it works in its benefit, and sometimes it doesn't. I forgot that glass number 4 was the one I said it smelled like bubblegum on the nose, and then it was all rye, and now it's back to bubblegum.
There's a bit of a citrus rind there.
I'm staying in the mindset that this is a rye challenge, and it checks all the boxes for a rye.
Absolutely.
I'm going to my glass number 3. That one I wasn't fond of on the way out. I was like, easily my last place. That was a really good sip.
What's new here? What's showing up that's new?
is like butterscotch.
Yeah,
and
exactly. It was caramel or butterscotch for me.
Yeah, it actually tasted a little bit like bourbon, which makes me think that she might be the chameleon. But
clings to the palate. This one too. It is. I don't know if you said sticky on this one or another one, but that's sticky to me.
Well, I said this one was stinky.
You said that. That's for sure.
But I also said this one was dry. Oh no, you're right. I did write sticky.
Yeah. Well, there you go. We are in agreement on that.
I love that.
Sticky.
I love that my flavor notes are stinky, sticky, and dry.
And you like it.
And then I was like, last place, first place. Yeah. Back to the candy store.
Here we go.
Candy shop. What was the song?
I take it to the candy shop. Yeah, nothing's changed. I just want to sit with that one all day.
It is sweet.
There's a little bit of the rye spice showing up on the back end of this one now, too. It does. It's not 100% sweetness. It's very sweet, but there is something offsetting that sweetness. That is a really satisfying glass.
And I'm feeling like this is a 50-50 shot on this one. Like, I feel like 50% of the people love it, and 50% of the population is like, this is just way too sweet for me.
Yeah. Yeah, it's going to ride that line.
This one doesn't change.
No,
this one is what it is.
Yeah. Cherries and berries and other words that rhyme. It's, it is what you thought it was.
Yes. I was just thinking that glass number 2 throws criteria out of the window because it doesn't follow all the...
It's a rule breaker.
The rye instructions.
Right.
No? What? How come I... Fine. I'll just stick to the drinking.
You tried.
Tried.
Tried. There you go. You don't have to say rye tried. It's already tried.
No, but it was instead of rye tried.
So it's a double?
Yeah.
I'll give you the points.
Oh, I didn't even know it was a double in the second one. I was just doing the first one as a...
Glass number 1.
See what I deal with over here? This one is...
Got you all riled up.
This one is so earthy. It tastes like I'm drinking the earth right now. It is so dirty.
It's got a lot of brown sugar in it all of a sudden.
It tastes like corn, like a corn stalk. I'm not joking. I'm walking through the field. There's corn all around me. Maybe like I'm eating some corn. There's a very high corn content.
It's late season. It's ripe for the picking.
Ripe for the picking, exactly. It's just, it feels farmy, but in a corny way. Are you not getting that? It's actually shocking to me.
I agree. I agree that there is a grain flavor there that you don't really get with the others. Wow. I like it though. Maybe it's the farmer in me.
Is there a farmer in you?
I haven't found it yet, but if there is one, it's appreciating.
Maybe. Yeah.
If there's one in there, it appreciates what's coming out of glass 1.
This is an aggressive earthiness.
Would you say it's frightening?
Well, I'm laughing, so apparently not. First time out, I thought this was the wild turkey. There's absolutely no way that can be wild turkey.
Glass 1?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been all over the map looking for because I'm curious where it is because we've enjoyed it so much before.
The first sip I was like, ooh, I love this wild turkey. And then when we went the other way, I kept thinking like, this has to be maybe the Wiseman because I don't know what the Wiseman tastes like, but I don't drink it. So that's what that one is.
I think that glass 4, given all the lemon that I found on that one right off the bat, the fact that it tastes a little bit like a lemon drop, if I had to guess, I would say wild turkey's in glass 4. Where do you think the Old Forester is?
Oh my God, it's number 2.
Yeah. Of course.
I mean, come on.
Yeah.
That one's kind of an obstacle. That's like I'm throwing this glass in here just for kicks.
Yeah, people keep testing us to put the Wild Turkey 101 up against Old Forester 100, and this is the reason that I didn't do it already.
Yeah.
Is because the Old Forester gives itself away so readily.
When I was pouring it, I kept thinking like, it should be in the competition because of proof, but at the same time, I'm like, we'll know exactly which one it is because of that cherry flavor.
Exactly. Well, here we go. A/B testing. We will not show you all of it because this would be a really long video if we did, but we will be back in just a minute with our orders.
Yeah, I think trying glass 1 not next to glass 2. Glass 2 is throwing everything off.
Agreed.
I could almost put these in 2 orders.
I would agree with that.
The experience that I'm having, and then it's full on rye. Like if I was judging a rye competition.
The experience.
Oh boy.
That was the worst one.
Yeah. And I suppose I am judging a rye competition.
That's what you're doing right now, yeah.
But I don't ever think about it that way. I think I'm ready.
I am also ready. Let's do fourth place.
Okay.
In 3, 2, 1. Look at that.
I'm surprised because you seem to really like it.
I like them all.
No, I actually am on the fence if I like this one. It is so earthy. I mean, like, so earthy.
The second time around for me, I was finding brown sugar that I didn't find before. And then in A/B testing, that hung around. And that was a nice foil to the earthiness for me.
Yeah, and I'm not sure if I need to drink it again.
Okay.
That's kind of how I feel about this one. This was my outlier.
Glass B, as in I once had a friend named Brian.
You still do.
Oh,
B is our most expensive bottle, and it's the Wiseman.
Kentucky Owl, the Wiseman.
Yeah.
Okay, there you go.
I think it has a lot of great rye qualities.
I can see why people like it, certainly.
I just think it's really polarizing. It's a very polarizing drink.
And I didn't find it to be polarizing. I found it to be, compared to the others, honestly, a little boring.
Oh, wow. Okay.
All right.
Okay.
Third place.
Okay.
In 3, 2, 1. Okay, that's where we split.
Wow, I'm so surprised.
Okay, what was it about your third place glass? We both know what it is.
Yeah. Well, I'm assuming it's the Old Forester. The reason I put it in third is because to me it really doesn't taste super rye-y. Not that that's a deal breaker. This is a rye challenge. But this drink in particular, a couple years ago I would say I could drink it all day long, every day. Let's do it. Mm-hmm. It's actually quite sweet. So by the time I got to like the bottom of the glass, I was kind of done with it.
For me, that one is sweet and delicious, bourbon-like.
Yeah.
And it hits my palate. But for me, the glass I finished in third, it's a nice whiskey, well-balanced, nice sweetness, nice rye spice. But it wasn't my favorite on the table, not for any other reason than the other two appealed to my taste buds more. Should we push our second place forward?
Yeah.
Okay, 3, 2, 1.
We did.
So
okay.
we just swapped. So let's find out. Your second, my third, is letter D, as in that whiskey was not dry.
It certainly was not dry. Old Forester Rye.
Yep, there you go.
Not surprising. That was
surprise.
The one that we knew exactly what it was.
No surprise whatsoever.
No surprise.
Glass
exactly.
3 finished third for me, second for you, and this could have been in second. This is a really good glass. C, as in, I hope the distiller doesn't cry that they didn't win.
Oh, that is the new riff.
In this instance, glass 2 hit my palate better, but glass 3 is an exceptional glass of whiskey. That's very, very good.
100%.
So let's find out what our winner is then. We both chose glass 4. Try as we might, we wound up on the same glass, and that is A, as in, all right. Tell me all about it.
And I'm super happy. You know we love it. It beat up on Rare Breed Rye.
It did.
Not too long ago. We'll link the video.
We probably won't.
We may or may not link the video. Wild Turkey 101.
Yeah.
You can't go wrong with a liter of Wild Turkey.
It's just
101 Rye
for $30. It's $30. It's dynamite whiskey, and if you are in the mood for rye flavor, it doesn't disappoint. So much citrus, so much caramel, so much vanilla, so much oak. It's everything that a rye should be.
It checks all the boxes. Rye flavor, great to drink, no bitterness.
Let us know. Have you tried all 4 of these? Which one are you pulling off the shelf when you just want to sip something great? Wild Turkey 101, the king here. We love this rye whiskey. You know, when it comes to whiskey, rye drink anything else. For me, it's Wild Turkey 101 from wherever we are.
To wherever you are.
Cheers.
Cheers. I'm happy with this lineup.
Why not?